Well, this is another boring day. I went into myself, basically. Logged on make videos. I have no friends, I have no family. I'm all alone. I have nothing to live for. I feel like I want to die. I feel like the world's coming to an end. There's nothing but drug dealers in Washington State. There's nothing but drug dealers in Washington. Nothing but crimes and rapes, murders. And then why would they want to make flavored tobacco illegal when it's tobacco? Tobacco's been around for how many generations? 2025 generations. 2025 generations, and they want to make flavored tobacco illegal. That's what they said about marijuana. They made it illegal, and then all of a sudden, after 5 years, it only took 5 years to legalize marijuana. 5 straight years. Now what's next? They're going to legalize cocaine, ecstasy, acid, and they already legalized steroids. They legalized steroids already. They legalized steroids as a mood stabilizer. Half our kids are on steroids. Like they wouldn't be doing kids on steroids in the state of Washington. They did me at the age of 17. At the age of 17, they put me on steroids. And basically the pharmacy and all that kind of stuff. They try naming other things. They try naming medications. They say it's medications when it's ecstasy, acid, steroids, heroin, and cocaine. They said oh yeah, your prescription is crystal meth. We gotta take you off of it. And I'm like, really? You're gonna take me off of crystal meth pills when you basically provide me with free crystal meth? And I'm like, okay, this is weird. And then basically nobody knows that marijuana is nothing but ecstasy, acid, steroids, heroin, and cocaine. And I'm like the only person that knows about this stuff. I'm the only person that basically gives a rat's B-U-T-T about it, or an F about it, or an S about it, S-H about it. And I feel like I'm the only person that knows in the Washington State city, or Washington State towns, or Washington State itself, that we're just filled up with so many drugs in Washington State. And we got so many people in Washington State that are illegal. And it's hard to say, but illegal immigrants that Donald Trump says that we have to deal with. That a lot of people hate that word, of course, obviously. Outsiders or something like that. Anything to be considered as illegal. So it's like, okay, what are we going to do about this? What are we going to do about drugs on our streets? Are we going to go ahead and legalize all the drugs and then where this Washington State's controlling all the substances and all the substances of use? Or are we going to go back to rehab and put everybody back into rehab? Are we really going to do this? I mean, are we just going to stand by and just let drugs control people's minds? I mean, okay, now they want me to talk about like what, cigarettes? Cigarettes being a bad thing for our children to smoke. And it's supposed to be up to the parents if their kids do drugs or not do drugs. And that's what they say. Parents that my age or older than me. And I'm 42 years old. I've already got my identity stolen. Cops are not doing a thing about it. They won't let me email them anymore and file reports with them. The FBI so far hasn't shut down their website yet. And I'm reporting to them that my identity's gone stolen. So basically, I guess I'm a wanted man or a non-wanted man that no one really cares about. I feel like I'm the loneliest man in this world. Like no one really cares about me. I'm getting sexually harassed by a woman that's named Katie Hutchinson. She's driving me nuts. Yet she says that she loves me. And then she says all this other weird shit. Pardon my French. But then, I got a crazy lunatic woman that won't stop driving me crazy. So I wonder if I'm making any friends these days. I'm gonna make any friends today, or gonna make any friends tomorrow. Does anyone really care exactly what I go through? What I've been through? I lost a man that was so important to me that he's not even part of my family, but he is part of the family. He's part of the family to me. Maurice Crowley. And I don't know what I'm going to do anymore. I feel like I want to go to jail. I want to go to prison. It's a safe, happy home there. No one really cares. I suppose I got money in California. Go figure. I got money in California. Yay. And the cops can't go ahead and bring it over from California all the way back to Washington State and give me the money. They say that they have $7 million for me, and I'm like, I don't know if it's a lie. I don't know if it's a lie or not. How am I supposed to know if it's the truth? I feel like I'm getting stood up. Nothing but stood up. And no one really just cares about me at all. I'm not gonna, if I die, they'll be cheering, hooray, hooray. If I live, they're gonna burn me like no tomorrow. They're gonna keep on burning me. It's like that whole entire thing on burn notice. It's like, oh, you've been burned. Or you've been blacklisted. It's like, wow. And then I've been trying to join up with the Army for 25 years. I've been trying to join up with the Army. Yet they say, oh no, you can't join. You're not a graduate from high school. I'm like, what the? Why would I have to be graduating from high school to be a soldier if I really want to be a soldier? Why would that be? Why would I have to not, enjoy wanting to be a soldier in the Army? Because I've already been arrested like countless times in Washington State. I don't know if it's on my permanent record that I've been arrested. I don't know if it's on my permanent record that I accidentally sexually harassed somebody for the very first time and I didn't even know what I was doing, and the judge had no idea what I was doing. It's like, I didn't know I accidentally did that. I didn't know that at a young age. And I never knew about sexual harassment. I just learned about sexual harassment in the courtroom at the age of 17. Or on my 18th birthday, I found out about sexual harassment. And it's just, I was just getting brought up, learning all this stuff from the judge, and learning all this stuff from officers all around town in Washington State. They never told me anything that, I had to graduate from high school in order to be a soldier. It's just, I really wanted to do something with my life, and I wanted to dedicate my life to saving the innocent, saving the weak and stranded, saving the homeless, saving, people and families that have children from all these bad people. It's just, nobody seems to want to know me. I feel like I can't get my identity back. I've tried so many times to argue with my mother about my identity. She's so brainwashed thinking that, oh, you're Mark Allen Morrow, this is how you spell your name the wrong way. This is the year you were born. And I'm like, that was not the correct year that I was born. I was born in 1981, not 1987. And yet she still thinks that I was born in 1987. And she still does. She thinks I'm 37 when I'm 42. I tell every other officer, I'm like, it's like, to this point, I'm 42 years old. I'm 40 freaking 2. I'm going to be 43 this year. And none of the officers seem to care about it. None of the officers even talk to me. It's like, hey, are you okay? And it's like, no, I'm not okay. I got my identity stolen. I got my birth certificate stolen. I got my social security card stolen. I got my ID stolen. And I'm telling an officer about all of this, and it's like, what are you guys supposed to do? You're not doing anything about it. You're not stopping these little crimes that are going on. Breaking into stores, they get to be set free. If they go ahead and, they steal guns and all this stuff, they're set free. Why hasn't any of this stuff been done before it happens? There's a lot of things that cops can do. If they hired me with electronics, I can end up go ahead and tapping everybody else's electronics and basically using it as a speaker. And like I built my computer where I can go and tap into all the speakers all around Washington State. I can listen to everything from Russia to Ireland to North Dakota. I can listen to everything about whatever the conversations are going on with all the presidents from all the states. I can hear everything that Donald Trump is talking about. I can hear everything that Obama's talking about. I can hear everything that is going on in China, Switzerland, Texas, New York, Georgia, Istanbul, Iran, Iraq. There's more states I can listen into, more than just one state. I can listen to every other state all around the world with all their electronics. I can hear every single officer that's going on around doing duty in their patrol cars. I can hear every single officer, every single sheriff, every single CIA agent. I can hear all the agents that are out there as we speak doing their work, doing assassinations. The same thing when, the assassinations and all this other stuff, and they still don't care. I'm like, they don't care that I built a device. They don't care if I build a computer that I can hack into the supercomputer. They don't care. They don't seem to care. I mean, my computer can hack into the supercomputer in about 10 seconds. I mean, even less than 10 seconds. It doesn't even take a second to even hack into the supercomputer, and I'm already in. And basically, my computer already got stolen with all that hardware and all that coding that I did in it. All that coding and all those programs. My computer got stolen, go figure. And the culprit finally made it well known. It was Katie Hutchinson that stole my computer that can do that. Like, I can hear Charles Kramer right now, laughing right now. His name is Charles Kramer. He lives in Woodinville. He's about 5'7", natural blonde, black hair, or brownish hair, dark brown, black hair. He works in the construction, as you all know, in Woodinville. That's where he lives. And he's probably going to move somewhere else. I don't know when, but whenever that basically may be. His name is Charles Kramer. He also goes by Charlie Kramer. And also he lives in an apartment. He's got a rap sheet because they say that he's I think they said that he's a pedophile, but I'm not quite sure about that for sure. But he does drugs. He does marijuana. He does weed all the time. He smokes weed out of his apartment and gives it to other kids, perhaps, I suppose. He's always basically going on about being dumb and stupid. He says, I want to smoke marijuana to be dumb and stupid, you know. And Caleb's got a rap sheet. He's got a pretty good rap sheet so far going for himself. Let's see. Everybody's done ecstasy, acid, steroids, heroin, cocaine in Washington State, and it still has not been done about. They finally basically put out that they're finally catching these people with these drugs, and it took them over 25 years to figure that part out. They finally broadcast that they're going to go after the perpetrators that are selling these drugs. I mean, sheesh, you know. It may be old news to other people, but, you know, it's like the rest of the crowd, the rest of the people, the rest of the folks, the rest of the families want to know about this stuff. The rest of the families want to know when there's a war going on, when we need to support our troops and all that kind of stuff. And I believe that basically our troops have not been supportive, or that we have not supported our troops well enough. We got support. We supposedly have support for our troops, but where are more of the places that the troops can go to? Why haven't we supported our troops when they've been down on their luck or down on the streets, in the rehab or in the rehabilitation and rebuilding their minds to be citizens again? When we got so many soldiers that are on drugs, and then they're not on drugs, and then we got maybe half of our soldiers on drugs, and then half our soldiers on medications. I mean, basically, and then they want to say medications are the cure for mental illness. Why has mental illness been basically eradicated from Washington State alone, basically been fixed? Why hasn't that been fixed yet? Why haven't we found a chemical that would fix it 100% one time only one use? Why they're saying that all this mental illness is because of this and because of that? I just say, basically, to me, it just sounds like it's just nothing but a so-called, scheme, or it sounds like it's like a whole bunch of rubbish. It's nothing but a so-called, excuse. It's an excuse saying that people have mental illness. It's an excuse. It's absolutely an excuse. Everybody knows it, that drugs cause mental illness. Ecstasy, acid, steroids, heroin, cocaine. Mental illness. Marijuana, mental illness. All these drugs cause nothing but mental illness.